Hey, what's up, guys? So my name's Travis. Um, the reason that I created this channel, I guess, is to share music. A lot of people probably just rolled their eyes and they were like, "Sweet, another musician." I am fully aware that YouTube is flooded with musicians, and some are just ridiculously talented. Um, I'm not ridiculously talented, but I wanted to share what I've created. Um, I started writing music, playing guitar when I was in probably eighth or ninth grade, um, and the music that I've written, you know, I consider it art, and it's, in my opinion, it would be selfish to keep it. When you create art, you should share it. You should let other people see it, hear it, whatever it is. And so that's why I'm here. I I was in the Army for 21 years. I retired about 2 years ago. Um, when I initially enlisted, I took a break from music for a number of years. Obviously, my priorities were different at the time. And it wasn't really until probably my late 20s that I started to get back into it. And I started, writing songs again and things like that. And music has always been therapeutic. Regardless of what you're going through, there's usually some type of music that's for it. If you're happy, there's music for that. If you're sad, there's music for that. A lot of the stuff that I wrote, I was an early 2000s, emo kid. A lot of the stuff that I wrote, came from pain. Whether it was something that I was going through or it was something that someone else was going through and I could see it. A lot of the stuff that I wrote was kind of painful. But I have all these songs that I've compiled, and I want to be able to share them with people, because I realize that, whenever I'm going through something that sucks and I'm like, hey, I'm going to go pick up my guitar and I'm going to play it, or hey, I know that I have a song, on my phone that I can pull up that is just the song that I need right at this moment. Everyone has that. And if one of my songs can help someone through whatever it is that they're feeling or going through at the time, that's awesome. That would be amazing. And because there's probably someone that's feeling that same set of emotions that I was feeling when I wrote it. Some of these, the earlier ones that I wrote, I was in a band when I was, in high school, a little garage band, and I don't really know what we were. We weren't like a metal band. We were kind of think like Freak Show era Silverchair, if you're familiar with that. That was kind of similar. I was a huge Silverchair fan when I was younger, and wanted to sound just like them. But I have not been in a band for over 20 years. I haven't performed for over 20 years. But I want to share the music that I've created, and obviously the thought of going out and performing in front of a crowd of people and playing the things that I've wrote, it makes me nervous. Just like, right now I'm sitting in the back room of my house. I'm looking out in my backyard. One of my dogs was asleep next to me. He got up and left right before I started recording, which was both rude and childish on his part. And I'm talking into my phone. Even that, I'm like, man, there's going to be people that are probably going to see what I've created, and they're going to be like, man, this sucks. Doesn't necessarily feel good, and it gives a little anxiety, but, got to rip that Band-Aid off. Just got to do it. So here we are. But I figured what I can do is these songs that I'll play. I'll do one song at a time. But I would like to basically tell the story of it. Kind of a story in a song, and explain kind of what the song is about and the things that I was feeling at the time, or what the person that I wrote it about was going through at the time. Because again, someone could be out there right now going through that exact same thing, and if they hear it, hopefully it helps them out. So this first song that I'm going to do, it's called High Above. And I wrote this song when I was probably 17 maybe. And I was in my band. This is probably the second song that I ever wrote that I was proud of. And I thought it was a bunch of fun to play. I had a little guitar solo in there. We played it live probably 2 or 3 times. Didn't play that many shows when I was a teenager. But we played it live a few times, recorded it as a full band. And I enjoyed it. I enjoyed playing it. And I was proud of it. The meaning behind it is basically from the perspective of someone who is seeing someone or seeing one of their friends or one of their loved ones going through something, and just wanting to be there for them, just wanting to help them out, and hoping that they come out on the other end. When I wrote this, like I said, I was 16, 17, something like that. And I had a couple friends that were older than me. And one of them who was my best friend, I think he was 18. And he was dating this girl, and he was like, oh, I'm head over heels in love with her. And, this is forever and all that, it was, teenage love. And things weren't necessarily going well, and I saw him starting to spiral, and I just wanted to be a good friend, and I wanted him to be okay, and he started making some bad decisions and things like that, and so I wrote it about him. He was actually in the band. I never told him that I wrote the song about him, but I mean, he's played this song. He enjoyed it as well, but I didn't tell him it was about him. But he started to come out of things, and I mean, unfortunately, a little bit later, he's no longer with us. But I wrote it about the things that he was going through at the time, and how I just was trying to be a good friend to him, because he was my best friend. But yeah, so it's called High Above. So here we go. Comprehend that everything does not have to end. Try to make yourself believe when you look to the sky. Do you lie? If you're crying, may your tears run forever. If you're dying, you and I'll be there together. Landmarks, corrode before my eyes. Youth, full of ends. Shattered by your light. When you look to the sky, do you lie? May your tears run forever. If you're dying, you and I'll be there together. If you're crying, may your tears run forever. All right, so there you have it. So it's the first song. It's called High Above. Um, if you needed to hear that, I hope you heard it. But yeah, this is I think this is what I'll keep doing. Pick a song, I'll tell you the story of it, I'll play it, and hopefully you enjoy it. So we'll see you guys next time.